Good morning, body morphers. Welcome. I appreciate you being here to go through this quick 5-minute mobility session with me. It's a full body session, but it does definitely have an emphasis on the lower body. So just finding your way to your mat or the floor, wherever you're doing this, and take a moment to settle with a nice deep breath. And we're going to start with a nice side bend. Each exercise is going to be 30 seconds in duration. So starting with our head tilting over the side and our arm reaching over, switching to the other side. Breathing deep. We're thinking about really stretching out all those side muscles, the muscles of your core, your lower back, obviously your neck, the intercostal muscles. Really stretching, maybe trying to take it a little further each time, but nice and gentle at this point. And almost done here, getting ready for the next movement. So for the movement number 2, we're just going to switch into a child's pose. So just open your thighs a little to allow space for your hips to drop. Apply pressure into your hands, pushing your torso backwards. Really do try and lift that chest and then sink into the movement. Nice deep breaths here. And next up, we're going to transition to a tabletop, ready for cat-cow. So here we're going to round our spine as much as we can, tucking our chin in and our pelvis. And then the opposite, which is arching our back, looking up as high as you can. Really trying to get the biggest range of movement throughout the spine, so really articulating. Nice deep breaths, breathing out, hollow that belly button in. And ready for the next movement. So here we have a modified lunge. So taking a big wide lunge stance, bending the left knee, and then trying to keep everything else still whilst you straighten that knee, pushing the heel away, and bend, and straighten. Really try to drive that back heel down, squeeze the glute. I do adjust throughout, and you can do that as well. Just find areas that feel comfortable. This next movement is for a hamstring. We're going to do the same sort of concept where we're going to take it through a stretch, hold for a moment, and then bend the knees off, rocking forward. So that's just going to open the opposite hip up as well. Again, breathing out as you stretch, breathing in as you transition. And do this a couple of times. Really try and pull that toe up towards your forehead at the end, so you get that a little bit more into your calf. Switching now to the other side. So you've got your left leg forward, your back leg straight, and then the same thing. We're going to bend the knee, straighten the knee, bend the knee, straighten the knee, pushing the heel backwards. If you feel you want to put your hands on your thigh just to straighten out your back a little bit more, focus a little bit more on balance, and intensify the stretch. Well done. Moving on to the next one, here we go. So now we're just going to do the left side for the hamstring. I had a bit of an editing issue here, I do apologise. I lost a bit of the footage and had to freeze frame it, as you can see, but do keep doing the forward rock and then pulling back, putting the toe up towards your forehead. So a couple more times, 10 more seconds. Do remember to breathe deeply, particularly at the stretch point. And next up for the glute, we have a modified pigeon pose. So we have the left leg forward, and we are leaning over that front thigh and front knee. I adjust a lot here because I've lost quite a lot of flexibility in this position. And so I find it better just to mobilize a little bit until I gain that range of motion back. And transitioning a little early here, but watch the detail of how my legs move. So you're going through internal and external rotation to go to the other side for the modified pigeon pose. Same as before, we're just going to take our arms, our chest, and lean them over the front leg. Have a little wiggle, do a little twist, do a little shake about. Do whatever feels good for you today, guys. Remembering that this is not really a static stretch session anyway, it's mobilization, which means that we need to be moving through these movements and not really hanging about too long. This is just about opening things up. So this last one here, as I just touched upon, it's the internal and external rotation, which is very important and often jacked up on a lot of people. You can actually take your legs a little bit wider than I have here. Just a note of caution, be mindful of the internal rotation knee, because it can twinge a little bit, particularly if you're not in the right alignment. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you for investing in yourself and treating yourself to a few minutes of mobility. Hope you have a happy, healthy, wealthy and successful day. Coach Ads, over and out. Peace.